Time to wrench some on the harvester head and try to figure out these slow delimbing knives I've been mentioning in previous videos. It was brought under a roof and started taking the covers off and cleaning and looking over it in general. I found one hose that was replaced last winter was starting to wear a little, rubbing against another hose. So I tried adding some zip ties to kind of hold it out of the way. I'm not sure they will be strong enough, but also added a little rubber held in place with some zip ties on the other hose. Spent quite some time with the compressed air trying to remove a lot of debris. It builds up quite a lot of material in it, you can see under it here. Had talked to a guy knowing these machines well and gotten some suggestions on checking some pressures within the computer. Also, that you can go into a electrical fault reading menu thing and see if you have good values on parts. So I tried looking a little at that, and I did not get any pressure readings whatsoever. So I have a broken sensor, and that one was kind of broken a little last winter when we dropped the harvester head and ripped out some of the wiring. And it's apparently quite common that the pressure regulators there fail also. Looked over, I knew I had some lights starting to go a little bit bad, so we're replacing a couple of those. Back on the pressure side, I double checked the wiring out to this pressure sensor that gives the computer the numbers. I did this the last winter also, but since it had seen a little bit of damage when from last year's accident, I double checked it before buying a new sensor, and the wiring seemed good. The new sensor is all metal except for where the other one is more plastic, but quite a common failure point it sounded like. So, and it wasn't too expensive, so better replace it and get it working. And with the sensor replaced, I get pressure readings and can do adjustments for the valves, give the electrical input to the valves. And I was recommended to try replacing the pressure control valve, that's the upper part here on the valve block, and that did nothing for the slow delimbing knife. At first I tried just replacing this solenoid part, electrical part. I could borrow a used unit that was supposed to be good. That did absolutely nothing. And opening, that's fast, and then closing is really slow. So same as before. So the next step was to remove like the valve core out of that pressure regulator, and the nut you can grab onto is super thin and it was stuck there quite hard. First step I just tried to feel it a little, but we ended up grinding one of the sockets, so if you have a flat edge,
Ja,
usually
det var
they
fint
have
att
a
se. Men
bevel at the entrance, so it's
ja,
easy
slapp.
to get it onto a
Nu är det
nut.
fjädrar.
But here the nut part is so thin that I wanted full engagement. Checked it under the magnifying glass to see if I could notice any debris in it or anything, but I installed that other unit and gave it another try, and again nothing changed.
Well, quickly, I've been messing with trying to figure out that the delimbing knives move slowly when closing, the upper ones. And I had the suggestion because this valve block, that valve block, and the one over here, they are all the same apart for some pressure regulators at the top that are different. The components other than that are identical. So I had the suggestion to shift the end of this block over to there and see if the fault moved, and I ended up doing that. I did shift around some of the electrical stuff, swap the lower delimbing with the upper and see if any electrical things changed anything. It did not. And at first I looked at changing these two, just the end blocks here, shift them, but then I was like, nah, I'll better just shift all of it. And there are two bolts underneath, there are two up here and two from below. Absolute super hard to get to, but I managed to get both blocks off and shift everything over, including the, I'm not sure if it's valve body or the big pin that slide that the maneuvers oil in here. I shifted them too, they looked identical. And with everything bolted back together, this one controls the feed roller, closing and opening them, and this is the upper delimbing. And the fault shifted. These were now fast, and closing the delimbing were slow. So then it was like, what part of this that I shifted is the fault? So I tried just shifting these two, and it's not like it fully changed everything. They close very slowly now, but not as bad as before I started messing with things here. But I think the block, the solenoid thing down here is to blame. So I'm gonna look at buying a new one of these and install here, where I now have the one that moves the slowest. Even the feed rollers moved kind of slow when closing with low RPM, but at working RPM they closed like normal. So I'm not sure what that's about, because they should have the good parts now, but maybe it was low on oil when I first started, or I can't really explain that, but I'm quite confident that the block down here is to blame. So I'll get back when I have a new one. I didn't record much of the wrenching because getting in under there, super hard to record anything. But I think I'm starting to track down the problem at least, so that's good.
While waiting for parts, a new solenoid for that valve for the delimbing knife, I looked at the, here you can hear it releases pressure, or the originally they have like a one-way valve on here that allows pressure but not negative pressure or vacuum in the bogies, and they were all rusted out on the harvester, so gonna replace them. Also had tracked down a tiny oil leak on a block where two pipes connect, but that required removing the pressure sensor and the computer and the clamp holding a hose on the side, and then the bracket holding the computer to have access to that block. It's the lower one down here, held in place with a couple of bolts. It wasn't stupid hard to get access to, but still quite tricky. And once it's the bolts are removed, you can just pull it out. There are two pipes connecting into it, and I'd noticed a tiny leak at one of the pipes, and it seemed to be a bigger leak where the block connects to the other block. And when it came out, one of the O-rings was actually broken. If part of that happened now removing it, but I think it had some damage to the O-ring there before also. And there is O-rings with a support ring where the pipes feed into this little block. So I had a new part for that, so it was just a matter of getting them into the groove in the correct order and the correct orientation. A little tricky, but not too bad. Once I had everything in order and lined up, I ensured to have everything well lubed before pushing it back onto the pipes. And I had it very close to the, but it was like I couldn't push it hard enough. I tried giving it a few taps and it kind of moved in a little more, and the bolts could start grabbing, and then it was just a matter of bolting it back into place and reinstalling bracket for computer and all of that. So hopefully it will. It wasn't leaking very badly last season, but there were a few drops here and there, and I rather patched the small leaks I find. Now I'm gonna install, rather than having a one-way valve, I'm just gonna install the cover with a mesh, but I want it up as high as possible. So I looked at some adapters, but the first one had the wrong thread and couldn't be threaded down, and the second parts I could get, they were a little on the long side, so they had to be cut. But this is no precision. I adding just some sealant to the thread here and then installing them. The protective covers are open on the sides, and we added some material there to reduce the amount of dirt that can get in here. And I've had the Air Force playing around above me. The new solenoid, and well, it's kind of a kit. There are two valves that are bolted into the block inside. Quite tricky. The old ones came out quite easy, but the new ones need to be screwed in there, and you need like a super wide screwdriver or something. We just cut a little piece of a suitable thick material, and so you can grab onto the little recesses and start threading in the new ones. It's probably that the seal at the end is giving a little resistance. But could thread them all the way into their seats, and then the new solenoid could be fitted. You have to add the electrical part before you actually get it under there, or that upper valve with pressure regulations is in the way, and with the hoses and everything, access is limited, but it's working now. The delimbing knives are nice and fast. Did replace two of the lights up here. I need to install one in the middle also, because that one's bad, but I started with two on the side because the wiring, they were connected to the same wiring. I had a little more wrenching time this day and figured I could get this done. I will get up here again. I've done a few more things, more videos will come. Hope everyone having a great day.